What's up, y'all? This is Willie Deane, hanging out with my man
DJ 250.
Yo, we flipped the script today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be interviewing my man DJ 50 on his own podcast.
He said 50. Nah, go ahead.
I'm gonna be interviewing DJ 250 on his own podcast, FTS 518 podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. So the first question I'm gonna ask him is I'd be interested in hearing your take on the evolution of the DJ. You know, back in the day, the DJ was the main attraction, and the MCs were like secondary. But now it seems as though the MCs have taken over the spotlight, and the DJs are kind of like faded into the background.
Yes and no on so many levels. All right, so basically, just to make it real quick. Kool Herc started hip hop as the DJ. So the DJ started it. Rapping was just more or less saying a couple of little lines just to kind of hype up the DJ, and then the rapper, advanced the way they advanced. Now, I've been doing this since 92. I've been rapping since 88, DJing since 92. So I've been around for about 30 years. And the DJ was really prominent back in the late 80s, early 90s, because you had Eric B. and Rakim, you had DJ Mike Smooth and Lord Finesse. The DJ was a super prominent. Even the dancers was real big back then. So the evolution kind of like, and also I feel like the DJ is really important because till this day we're the main attraction of entertainment. So as far as being a wedding DJ, like you basically control the soundscape of the whole event. A bad DJ will destroy your whole wedding. So like I said, till this day, I know but you know what? I feel like rappers and DJs are like a separate entity because DJs actually most of the times do better than the rappers do. When you look at Khaled, he makes these albums and he's the main attraction, but he's the one that gets Beyonce and Jay-Z and Nas and everybody on the same track. So that's kind of dope. The evolution though is how many times that the music itself changed over, because we went from vinyl, cassette to CDs to MP3s. It's all similar, but it's nothing like good old vinyl. Vinyl is always gonna be like the best.
Yeah, I always like, even to this day, like I feel like that needle on that vinyl.
The vinyl, yeah.
It just hits.
Do
different.
you know why or no?
It just hits different. That sound, that cracking sound.
Nah,
for me,
the thing is that, but vinyl has such a heavy bottom to it. When you listen to music like MP3s, it's really high endy because it's trebly and it's perfect. Vinyl is kind of like, they didn't have the same type of studios back in the day like with Stevie Wonder and them. They had only 4 tracks to work with. Now in the studio you have like hundreds of or unlimited tracks, so you can have one sound and then EQ it and make it perfect. But being that they did a lot of the music all at one time and the vibe and stuff and the sound was dope.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So the next question I have for you is a lot of people know you as a DJ, but not as many know you as an MC. You know, you've dropped a lot of music.
Yeah.
Throughout the course of your career, and what would be your favorite album that you dropped, and what is your most recent album? Matter of fact, what would be your favorite song that you ever dropped, and then what's your most recent album that's
recent? The last album I did is right here. It's called Life is Beautiful. I put this out a few years ago. It's a picture of me and my daughter at the park by Yates. What's so significant about this cover is when we took this picture, I had got a call back from the school to take the test, and then I worked there for like 6 years.
Right.
So that was kind of dope. But the reason why I like Life is Beautiful mostly is because I feel like that was the only album I ever did where it had the continuity of an album.
Right, okay.
Most of the time I record a bunch of songs, and then when I go to put it together, it sounds all over the place. Right, it'll be a love song here, it'll be some crazy metal song here, it'll be this here, that one right there. When I put it together, I felt like it kind of made the most sense.
How can they get the album?
This album, I still sell physical copies. Also, if you could download it from DatPiff, Sean Reid, Life is Beautiful, on Dat Piff. Also, I'm gonna probably put it on Audio Mac, and I'm actually gonna put this on some streaming sites also. So probably in a couple of weeks it'll be available. But like I said, also I would like for you guys to support the physical copies. I got the T-shirts. Got the stand-up comedy DVD. Gotta get something. Get something.
So you mentioned that you used to work in the school system for a long time. I'm sure that you were able to influence a lot of kids in a positive way. What do you miss most about being in the school system?
The one thing I'm gonna say about working in the school, I'm surprised I didn't get fired. Like, it could have been any day. What I felt like made the difference for me working in the school is I kept it so funky with the kids, as far as like when I used to substitute teach. Like, if you get out of control, I'm flaming you. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm snapping. My thing is, being that I had a good relationship with most of the parents, the dynamic with me and the students was different than just like your average teacher. I could call your parent up or hit them on FaceTime, and it was kind of a difference. But I loved working in the school. That was one of the best times of my life. And now that I'm seeing a lot of my students graduate, like I said, I saw one of my students the other day, and some of them are going to college, and some of them are still in high school. And
damn, you old, son.
I mean, listen, 45, baby, no mustache still, but still look kind of decent. Nah.
But yeah, so you're a man of many talents. You have your hands in a lot of things. You were teaching, DJing, MCing. You do the comedy. You mentioned that you do the comedy, and what's next for you? Which of all those entities, what you think is your favorite? What do you have the most fun doing? Is it the comedy?
When I started, like, I really wanted to be a rapper. Like I've done it throughout the years, but when you hit 40, it's like nobody really, because everybody rhymes, but everything that I do, the next level of what I do is less people that do it. So you have like 8 million rappers. Like, all right, what else do you do? All right, I DJ. I'm good at it. I've been doing it for about 20 years, and when I do weddings, my personality of doing stand-up, I add comedy to the wedding. So it's like everybody's going to have a great time no matter how. I might dance with your grandmom. I might sing like Lady in Red, something crazy. But stand-up, I want to say for the past couple of years, when I hit 40, like, I really went hard at it. And I've done some really dope things. Like, I got a chance to host like Big Daddy Kane versus Coogee Rap in the Poconos. I've got a chance to host a bunch of different shows, built a lot of great relationships. That's one of the most important parts in any business, building relationships. Building a relationship with anybody is not just about financial gain. It's about, sometimes you might hit somebody up, yo, how you doing today? How's your day going? How's the kids? It's not always about business. You know how they say never mix business with pleasure? But you have to make business pleasurable because you want people to continue to spend money with you. Yeah,
you have to do those things which you're most passionate about, man. And that's a great message that you can pass on to the viewers and stuff. Like, follow those things that you're most passionate about. Don't limit yourself to one thing, because it's everything is changing, and a door might close in one. If you put all your eggs in that one basket, then it'll be difficult for you to bounce back. Just try to do as many things as you're passionate about, and then you'll be more versatile if things happen to go a direction that you didn't expect. Yeah.
Now the thing about success is you have to ask yourself, how do you judge your success? Yeah. It's one of those things. You want to get to the point where somebody can't tell you, yo, pack your stuff. You going home. When somebody could tell you to do that, and that's your only source of income, a lot of the times they're gonna treat you how they want to treat you, and that's a bad way to live. So the best thing to do is, you might have a 9 to 5, but start some type of business. Whether it's like my friend sells candles, you can do a bunch of different things. Learn as many trades as you can, Because two of my favorite things to do also is I'm a barber and I do carpet installation.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the type of trades where you actually see a result when you finish, those are the most what's the word? You feel the most accomplished about at the end of the day because the person feel good about their haircut. When you install carpet, you know, people see the job that you do. And like I said, always make sure that whatever customer you have in any business, that they leave satisfied, because if they don't, your reputation to get bad. So even people that
spread that message.
Yeah, so even people that I've never met, they're like, yo, I see his stuff on social media, and he you know, he seemed like he does a good job at what he does. And also being personable. Like, you don't want to be somebody that, yeah, you might have a little talent, which a lot of people have talent, but you want people to continue to say, you know what, I want to spend money with this guy. Like, I did a wedding 2 weeks ago, but I did her mother's wedding 5 years ago. So you want it to be where it's like, hey, we want that guy to come back.
Yeah, that word of mouth is key. So, you know, you want to make sure that you put forth, you know, your best effort, your best product, so that people are spreading the positive message. So you get that return on that message that's being spread. Yo, appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is Willie Deane.
He took over.
We flipped the script.
He took
I took
over
over the show. You know, FTS 518 podcast with DJ 250.
Peace.